Scene Mom says, welcome to the new podcast from former Phoenix radio host Danny Cutler. Each week bringing you independent music, industry news, the occasional interview, and other fun segments. Let's get to it.
Miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, but I think I'll miss this one this year. Bah humbug, now that's too strong, cause it's my favorite holiday. But all this year's been a busy blur, don't think I have the energy to add to my already mad rush. Just cause it's 'tis the season. The perfect gift for me would be completions and connections up from last year. Ski shopping counter, most interesting. Had his number but never the time. Must 24 pass along those lines. So deck those halls, trim those trees, raise up cups of Christmas cheer. I just need to catch my breath. Christmas by myself this year. Calendar picture, frozen landscape, chilled this room for 24 days. Evergreens, sparkling snow, get this winter over with. Flashback to springtime, saw him again. Would have been good to go for lunch. Couldn't agree when we were both free. We tried, we said we'd keep in touch. Didn't of course till summertime. Out to the beach to his boat, could I join him? No, this time it was me. Sunburn in the 3rd degree. Now the calendar's just one page, and of course I'm excited. Tonight, but it's on my mind not to do too much about it. This year. Merry Christmas, but I don't think I'll miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, but I don't think I'll miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, but I don't think I'll miss this one this year. We're dashing through the snow, cause I bundled up too tight. Last minute, have to do a few cards, a few calls, because it's RSVP. No thanks, no party lights. It's Christmas Eve, kinda relax. Turn down all of my invites. Last fall, had a night to myself. Same guy called, Halloween party. Waited all night for him to show. This time his car wouldn't go. Forget it, it's cold, it's getting late. Trudge on home to celebrate. In a quiet way, unwind. Doing Christmas right this time. Everyone has provided me with the world's smallest turkey. Already in the oven, nice and hot. Oh damn, guess what I forgot. So on with the boots, back out in the snow to the only all-night grocery. One word to my wonder and I should appear in the line as the guy I've been chasing all year. I'm spending this one alone, he said. Need a break, this year's been crazy. I said me too, but why are you? You mean you forgot cranberries too? Then suddenly we laughed and laughed, caught on to what was happening. The Christmas magic brought this tale to a very happy ending. Miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, couldn't 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 miss this one this year.
Scene Mom says hello and welcome to episode 41 from Los Angeles. That was Bitter Sweethearts and their cover of one of my favorite Christmas tunes, Christmas Wrapping, originally from The Waitresses. I wanted to put a little holiday cheer in to start this episode. Next week, I will have several more holiday tunes to share from several awesome, amazing indie artists. I hope everyone had a great week. I don't have too many new things to report this week in the life of Cutler. Over the weekend, I took a stroll around town to visit a couple of holiday fairs, enjoy the crisp, cool air, and now we are bombarded with rain, so all the lovely snow will be going away for a bit. But we need the rain. Massachusetts is still under a drought warning. And on that note, I hope everybody on the other side of the country in Malibu, California, and the area is okay because they have some crazy wildfires going on. Like the state's on fire. They had an earthquake and a tsunami warning. California is in bad shape, you guys. Anyway, hope everybody is doing great over there. I have several friends and family of friends and lots of people in California. Other than that, just been working, planning for the next year. I have so many ideas on the marketing front for both musicians and small businesses, which of course I will be sharing with you in future shows. And on the merch side, there's another new merch sale happening right now for anyone who wants to finish up their holiday shopping by supporting independent music. Right now, I think it's $15 tees and free shipping. The sale ends Friday, the 13th. Wahaha. So I guess this all depends on when you're listening to the show. But I'm sure there's going to be at least one more sale before Christmas, so go and check it out anytime. I have several quotes to choose from, and your purchases, music quotes, that is, not like price quotes, music quotes on the shirts. And your purchases help me offset the costs of producing this show, which includes purchasing the music from the artists. I will have a link, of course, in the show notes, as always. I appreciate the support. Today on the show, we are talking TikTok, internet subsidies, and radio. Interesting mix, right? And of course, your music history, marketing tips, plus 9 more awesome indie tracks are on the way. And I have a little debut now of a fairly new artist for you. Keaton Ald is a high school senior, and he just dropped his latest single on Spotify, and he's gearing up for a 2025 album release. What's even more special about this, at least for me, is I'm mentoring him a bit on his senior project, which is about music marketing as an indie musician. Such a unique take for a senior project, and I'm looking forward to seeing his final result. So let's get back to the music with Keaton Ald and Overdrive. And you're listening to What Scene Mom Says.
Too many ideas. Too many ideas.
Keaton on the track.
We ride cash, bullshit, right? In out, brash. Full of pride, churn out trash, stop the slide, burn out, crash, overdrive. We route cash, bullshit, ride, in out, brash, full of pride, churn out trash, stop the slide, burn out, crash, over. I put too much stock in material things, like doing a test when I just wanna sing, like calling achievements my precious, like Gollum when he got his hands on the ring, like Orville if I wanna fly but some wings, no matter how difficult, I'll reach the pinnacle, cause if I don't then I won't ever let it go, never the type to just let it roll, I'll save that shit for the timid souls. Frank Sinatra, let it snow, I'm burning out now, I could use the code, not origami, I'll never fold, won't apologize like I'm J. Cole. We route cash, bullshit, right, in out, brash, full of pride, churn out, trash, stop the slide, burn out, crash, overdrive.
Too many ideas.
We route cash, bullshit, right, in out, brash, full of pride, churn out, trash, stop the slide, burn out, crash, overdrive. I woke up in self-destruction mode, cause nobody here can crack the code. In life you never get what you're owed, but maybe I'm having an episode. We've made this shit too hard it seems, cause too many people give up on their dreams. Can somebody tell me what it all means to live in a world that's ruled by machines and men who think that they're better than teens? Over and over, same shit on repeat. I never rest, no, I stay on my feet. Top of a mountain that I'll never reach, like I'm Sisyphus. I got a goal I won't meet. Every time it just turns out the same. I get so close, then I burn out again. Honestly, I'm sick of playing this game, but I've only got myself to blame. Gladiator, get me out this arena. Don't leave me stuck in here with a hyena. Tax pile up like a stack of tortillas. I hate to admit, but I've just got too many.
Hey guys, it's Jordan from Jane in the Jungle, and you're listening to What Scene Mom Says.
Deep sea, drag
From Finland, that was Astral Bazaar and their latest single, Fractions. Before that, from New York City, the latest from Dream Prescription and Settle Down. Scene Mom says it is now time for some music news. TikTok, in a court ruling on Monday, warned that U.S. small businesses and social media creators would lose $1.3 billion in revenue and earnings in just a month if the popular app is effectively shut down in the United States on January 19th, under provisions of a law targeting national security concerns about its China-based parent company. The company asked a federal appeals court to temporarily block a law that would require app stores operated by Apple and Google and internet providers to stop supporting TikTok on January 19th unless its parent company ByteDance sells the app. TikTok and ByteDance plan to ask the Supreme Court to overturn a recent ruling upholding the law issued by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. The injunction, if granted, would allow the app to continue operating until the Supreme Court decides whether to hear the appeal. The law TikTok wants blocked for now was passed by Congress and signed by President Joe Biden last spring after concerns about ByteDance's alleged connections to the Chinese government. In its unanimous ruling Friday, a 3-judge panel on the appeals court in the District of Columbia rejected ByteDance's argument that the ban would violate the First Amendment rights of 170 million U.S. users of the app or other parts of the Constitution. And in other legal news, the Supreme Court agreed to hear arguments on a case involving funding for a major broadband subsidy program, the Universal Service Fund, or USF. SCOTUS granted cert in a pair of cases called Federal Communications Commission versus Consumers Research and Schools, Health, and Libraries Broadband Coalition versus Consumers Research, which were consolidated for oral arguments. They center around whether Congress inappropriately delegated lawmaking function to the FCC by letting it set contribution rates for telecommunications companies to pay into the nonprofit Universal Service Administration Company, which manages the USF. It also asks whether the FCC delegated too much authority to a private entity by letting USAC manage the subsidy program. The case could deal another blow to the regulator's authority after SCOTUS dismantled the Chevron doctrine earlier this year, which diminishes courts' reliance on agency expertise. It could also jeopardize the USF, which helps provide funding for people who are low income or in rural areas access telecommunications and broadband services, and also helps schools get internet access and equipment. 3 industry groups, NTCA, Competitive Carriers Association, and U.S. Telecom, applauded the court's decision to hear the case and said the Fifth Circuit's ruling in the case defies Supreme Court precedent and other circuit court decisions. The Fifth Court decision, quote, threatens to undermine universal service programs that for many decades have served to promote the availability and affordability of critical communications services for millions of rural and low-income consumers, rural healthcare facilities, and schools and libraries across the nations, they said in a joint statement. And the reason both of these are important musically is, of course, TikTok is a very important place for not just small businesses, but also many musicians to get the word out about their music. And low income, a lot of us are there, and it's important to protect broadband and internet from these private entities. And finally, despite the growth of digital streaming platforms like Spotify and Pandora, AM/FM radio remains the dominant force in audio media in the United States. According to research highlighted by Radio Inc., advertisers significantly overestimate the audience share of digital platforms, believing Spotify holds about 25% and Pandora 18% of audio consumption. In reality, Spotify only accounts for 4% and Pandora 5%, while traditional AM/FM radio commands an impressive 69% of listening time. The misalignment reflects a persistent bias toward newer technologies, even as radio consistently demonstrate massive reach, particularly among adults aged 18 to 49. Radio is not only the largest share of audio media, but also remains the most trusted media. In today's landscape of misinformation, radio stands as a beacon of reliability. That enduring power of radio shows it's more than a relic of the past, is a cornerstone of mass communication and a vital platform for advertisers looking to make real connections with listeners. As media planners rethink their strategies, it is clear that radio's relevance and trustworthiness make it a medium worth revisiting. I absolutely agree. Radio is still the most listened to platform, and any advertiser should be rethinking where they put their add dollars. That's your music news this week. If you have any feedback or other thoughts, you can always send an email my way, scenemomsays@gmail.com.
All my blood and tears were
From Portland, Maine, that was the new single from Linda Mandolin, and I Love How You Love Me. She is also in the band Tiger Bomb, which I've played several times on the show. Love her voice. She and Black Violet should do a show together. Putting that in the universe. Before that, from South Bend, Indiana, that was Whisk with their new single, Sunk Coast Fallacy. I discovered them in my new releases playlist on Spotify. Yes, I'm still using Spotify, even though I was on a tirade last week. I will explain more later, but right now, Scene Mom says it's time for some music history. On December 9th in 1989, Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, featuring rapid-fire lyrics listing historical events. Needs a major update, Billy. Come on. On December 10th of 1967, soul legend Otis Redding and several members of his band died in a tragic plane crash near Madison, Wisconsin. He was just 26 years old. On December 11th of 1964, soul pioneer Sam Cooke was shot and killed under controversial circumstances at a Los Angeles motel, which sparked debates and tributes. On December 12th in 1985, Ian Stewart, founding member and keyboardist of the Rolling Stones, passed away suddenly at 47. He was affectionately known as the Sixth Stone. On December 13th in 1997, the Spice Girls' second album, Spice World, topped the U.S. charts, solidifying their global pop phenomenon status. And a side note, 1997, in December, I had almost a 6-month-old baby, and Allison would kill me. I know she doesn't listen to the show, so I'm safe. But that would be the only thing that put her to sleep, was listening to the Spice Girls. I'd walk around listening to the Spice Girls and bouncing her. On December 14th in 1972, Billy Paul's Me and Mrs. Jones won the Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance, cementing the song's place in soul history. On December 15th in 1979, Pink Floyd's protest anthem, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, reached number 1 in the top of the UK charts, later becoming a global hit. And finally, on December 15th in 1966, Walt Disney passed away. While not strictly music, Walt Disney's death marked the end of an era for film and animated musicals, with his influence on soundtracks leaving a lasting legacy. And that's some music history for you this week.
If the Boogaloo Boys take over, they're coming for me. My daddy's gonna send them over. Now who's funny? We'll pack up the children. We'll move to Taipei. New Taipei City. Hey, hey, hey. East 57 now, still ain't got any ass. He keep a gun magazine and a hat full of lies. We just co-workers now, this enemy mine, me mine. China come back for Taipei, baby, and all hope is lost, is lost. Where will we run to if a rocket is launched, is launched? The deep freeze of Texas, Texas, the burning hills of LA, LA. If we we stick together, we'll be okay.
A couple of Boston artists for ya. That was Girl with a Hawk and Share It All. And before that was John Pohida and It Can't Happen Here. As always, all the links to all the music you hear on the show will be in the show notes. Please go and look them up, follow them on social media, and just share the love however you can. C Mom says it is time for your marketing tip of the week. more of a promo tip and more of a soapbox. Last week, I did express some frustration with Spotify removing this show and wondering what to do with my monthly playlists. Funny enough, the show came out the same day as the yearly Spotify Wrapped dropped, which for anyone who doesn't know, it's just the yearly account of your listening, and for the artist, the yearly account of who is streaming. I grab some popcorn every year because mixed with all the sharing and gratitude from artists, which includes artists that were only in the even hundreds of streams, you also get your grumpy set that loves to pontificate about how Spotify pays artists next to nothing and how they won't use the service, instead going to another service like Apple or Amazon instead. So, for your tip this week, a reminder. Spotify and all streaming is a marketing tool. Social media is a marketing tool. As I said last week, it's all about brand recognition, nothing more. When you stop thinking streaming is how you're going to make money, you will hopefully start thinking of more substantial ways to make money. There is space for streaming and other ways to actually support musicians financially. Stream music for discovery, this is what I do, then go and support them in ways that they can make more money with merch or downloading their singles and albums on Bandcamp or direct through their websites. I just bought 2 albums recently from indie musicians directly from their websites, and they get all the proceeds. Everyone seems to be very obsessed with Spotify too, probably because it's the most popular. Well, spoiler alert, they are all bad. The pay per stream is terrible for all of them. The bottom line is if you're serious about being a musician, you will find other ways to get paid and use streaming to promote. Being a musician is a job like any other, and if you want to have a comfortable career in music, it is work. Now, to circle around to how they removed my show, what I've come to realize is that Spotify is not a place for podcasts. They are a music streaming service first and foremost. It is good to have your show there, but if you have any music that is showcased on your show, I would just avoid it. I will probably bring back the monthly playlist too, because I'm listening to my own tip and reminding myself that Spotify is promotion only. I can still get people to learn about my show through the playlists, even if my podcast isn't there. There it is. And as always, if you want to chat more about marketing and promoting your music or your brand, you can always schedule a consultation with me at dannycutler.com.
Left on the dark and hurry through
Tucson band Birds and Arrows and their latest single, Animals in Motion. All right, it's time for a little good news. A new American Express study highlights how Gen Z and millennials are shaping small business shopping trends. While these digital-first generations often browse and discover businesses online, particularly through TikTok, they are showing a strong willingness to shop in person at local stores. In fact, targeted efforts like the #ShopSmall campaign encourage these younger shoppers to bridge the online to offline gap, boosting a real-world foot traffic. If every Gen Z and millennial spent just $10 locally, it could generate $2 billion for U.S. communities. Definitely good news. I feel like the tides are really turning because everybody is so burned out online. So they're using searches and social media to find the places and stores that they want to see or buy things from. And then they go in person and do it. The kids are all right. One more from Boston, that was Gretchen Shea and the Middle Eight with Inside a Dream, which is the title track off their new EP, which is now available. And that is it for episode 41 of Scene Mom Says. The links to all of the music you heard this week will, of course, be in the show notes. And if you do like what you hear, please share the love with friends and fellow musicians and even business owners you think would benefit from the show. If you have any feedback or any other thoughts, or even if you want to share articles that you happen to be reading, you can always get in touch on social media. I'm DCutlerAZ pretty much everywhere, and Scene Mom Says is the Facebook page. You can also email scenemomsays@gmail.com. Thanks as always for listening, and you'll hear me again soon. You've been listening to the Scene Mom Says podcast. Intro-outro music is Look Good for the Radio by Fairy Bones. Learn more about Danny and the show at DannyCutler.com.